Think you know the UK? Think again. Most people picture London, Big Ben, Buckingham Palace, maybe Stonehenge if you're feeling wild, but what if I told you there's a whole other side to the UK? A secret, magical, and slightly bonkers side that most tourists, and even most Brits, completely miss. Today we're tossing the guidebook and heading off the beaten path to discover the UK's most incredible hidden gems. We'll explore Italian villages in Wales, haunted tree tunnels, and waterfalls that look straight out of a fantasy novel. These are the places that give you stories, photos, and memories you'll never forget. This is the real UK, quirky, wonderful, and totally unexpected. Let's dive in. Our journey begins in one of the most unexpected places you'll ever find in the UK, Portmeirion, Wales. Tucked away on the coast of North Wales, this village is like stepping into a dream you never knew you had. Believe it or not, you're looking at an Italian village right in the heart of Wales. It's a place where the spirit of the Mediterranean meets the wild beauty of the Welsh landscape. As you drive through the rolling emerald hills of Wales, you might expect sheep, stone cottages, and misty valleys, but then, out of nowhere, bam! You're suddenly surrounded by pastel buildings, palm trees, and a burst of color that feels straight out of southern Italy. This magical place was the vision of Sir Clough Williams-Ellis, an eccentric architect who spent decades bringing his dream to life. Portmeirion isn't a theme park or a movie set, it's a living, breathing work of art, lovingly crafted to blend fantasy with reality. Stroll through grand piazzas, marvel at domed pantheons, and wander past pastel cottages with terracotta roofs that tumble down toward a sparkling estuary. Every corner offers a new view, a new surprise, and a new reason to smile. For photographers, Portmeirion is a paradise. Every angle is a postcard waiting to happen. But it's not just for shutterbugs. Anyone with a sense of curiosity and a love for the wonderfully weird will feel right at home here. Get lost in winding alleys that twist and turn, leading you to secret gardens and hidden courtyards. Venture into the Gwilt, a lush, 70-acre woodland filled with rare and exotic plants from around the world. It's a place where you can wander for hours, discovering something new at every turn. Each building here has its own story to tell. Many of the facades and features were rescued from demolition sites across the UK, lovingly restored and given new life in this whimsical village. It's like a living museum of architectural treasures, each one with a past and a personality. After you've explored the village, make your way down to the estuary. When the tide goes out, the sands stretch out in shimmering patterns, creating a surreal landscape that feels almost otherworldly. It's the perfect spot to pause, breathe, and take in the beauty of this unique place. Treat yourself to a creamy gelato from one of the village cafes, find a sunny spot by the water and just soak it all in. The combination of Italian flavors and Welsh scenery is pure magic. Portmeirion isn't just a tourist attraction, it's an experience that invites you to be playful, to embrace the unexpected, and to see the world with fresh eyes. It's a place that encourages you to slow down, laugh, and let your imagination run wild. This one-of-a-kind gem is a must-see for anyone visiting Wales. It's proof that this country is full of surprises, and that adventure can be found in the most unlikely places. When you finally leave Portmeirion, you'll carry a piece of its magic with you. It's a place that inspires, delights, and reminds you that the world is full of wonder, if you know where to look. Next, we cross to Northern Ireland for something dark and mystical, the Dark Hedges. Imagine a country lane lined with ancient beech trees, their branches twisting overhead to form a haunting natural tunnel. When sunlight filters through, it's pure magic, like stepping into another world. Game of Thrones fans will recognize this as the King's Road, but even if you've never seen the show, it's a must-visit for photographers and dreamers. Visit at sunrise or sunset for breathtaking light and fewer crowds. Planted in the 18th century to impress visitors, these trees still wow people centuries later. Local legend says a ghostly gray lady haunts the road. Spooky, but it adds to the atmosphere. There's no visitor center, no gift shop, just a road that transports you somewhere else entirely. The Dark Hedges, pure, natural, spooky, beautiful magic. Now let's head south to Cornwall's hidden sanctuary, St. Nectan's Glen. Tucked away in a secluded corner of the Cornish countryside, this magical glen is a place where nature and legend intertwine. For centuries, it's been whispered about in local folklore, drawing seekers of beauty, peace, and a touch of the mystical. This isn't just a walk in the woods, it's a journey into a realm that feels almost enchanted. The path winds through ancient woodland, where every step seems to echo with stories from the past. Towering trees arch overhead, their branches forming a living cathedral, and the ground beneath your feet is soft with centuries of fallen leaves. Follow a lush trail along the River Trevelay, its gentle flow guiding you deeper into the heart of the glen. The air is thick with the scent of wild garlic and damp earth, and the banks are carpeted with moss and ferns. Listen closely, and you'll hear the river's song, mingling with bird song and the rustle of leaves. The atmosphere here feels ancient, untouched by time, a true escape from the modern world. Sunbeams filter through the canopy, casting shifting patterns of light and shadow on the forest floor. There's a sense of peace, as if the glen itself is holding its breath, inviting you to slow down and simply be present. Then, as you round a bend, you hear it, the distant roar of water. Suddenly, the 60-foot St. Nectan's Cave waterfall comes into view, plunging dramatically through a natural hole in the slate rock. The water crashes into a tranquil basin below, sending up a fine mist that catches the light and creates tiny rainbows. It's elegant, mystical, and utterly mesmerizing. Over centuries, the relentless flow of water has sculpted the rocks into smooth, otherworldly shapes. The scene feels almost magical, as if you've stumbled into a hidden world where nature is the artist and time is her patient companion. Around the falls, you'll notice colorful ribbons, handwritten messages, and tokens left by visitors. These offerings, tied to branches and rocks, are tributes to hopes, dreams, and memories. They give the place a spiritual, almost cathedral-like feel, as if the glen is a sacred space for reflection and connection. For the adventurous, hidden trails snake away from the main path, leading to secret viewpoints and even more secluded waterfalls. The climb can be steep and slippery, but the reward is worth every step. Each new vantage point reveals another layer of the glen's beauty, waiting to be discovered. If you're feeling brave, hire a pair of wellies and wade right into the stream. The water is refreshingly cool, swirling around your ankles as you explore the shallows. It's a playful, grounding experience, one that connects you directly to the landscape and its timeless rhythms. This is a place to slow down, reflect, and let nature wash away your stress. Find a quiet spot by the water, close your eyes, and listen to the symphony of the forest. Here, surrounded by the sights and sounds of the glen, it's easy to let go of worries and simply breathe. St. Nectan's Glen is a true sanctuary, a secret that soothes the soul and invites you to reconnect with the wild, magical heart of Cornwall. Whether you come for adventure, reflection, or just to marvel at nature's artistry, this hidden gem will linger in your memory long after you leave. Ready for something truly different? Welcome to Dungeness, Kent, a vast shingle headland with a stark, post-apocalyptic beauty. Forget golden sand. Here, it's endless pebbles under a massive sky, dotted with old fishing huts, abandoned boats, and a miniature steam railway. 2 lighthouses and a looming nuclear power station add to the surreal vibe. Artists and photographers flock here for the ever-changing light and minimalist landscape. Prospect Cottage, once home to artist Derek Jarman, is a masterpiece of creativity. Its garden made from pebbles, driftwood, and hardy plants. Walk the coastline, climb the lighthouse for panoramic views, and let the wild solitude clear your mind. Dungeness isn't conventionally pretty, it's raw, stark, and brutally beautiful. If you crave landscapes that challenge your idea of beauty, Dungeness is unforgettable. Pack your swimmers. We're off to the Isle of Skye's fairy pools, a place where the landscape feels like it's been plucked straight from a fantasy novel. Tucked away on Scotland's rugged west coast, the fairy pools are a series of magical, shimmering pools and waterfalls that have captured the imagination of travelers for generations. The journey here is an adventure in itself, winding through dramatic scenery and wild, open moorland until you finally glimpse the sparkling waters below. Picture crystal-clear, ice-cold pools and waterfalls, fed by streams tumbling down from the mighty Black Quillen Mountains. The water rushes over ancient rocks, creating a symphony of sound that echoes through the glen. It's a place where the air feels fresher, the colors more vivid, and every sense comes alive. The water is so blue and green it looks almost unreal, like a painter's dream come to life. But it's all natural, shaped by centuries of rain and mountain streams. Sunlight dances on the surface, revealing every pebble and ripple beneath, and the pools seem to glow with an inner light. Along the way, you'll spot wildflowers clinging to the rocks and mossy banks, adding splashes of color to the landscape. The sound of water is everywhere, from gentle trickles to thunderous falls, creating a soundtrack that's both soothing and invigorating. The walk to the pools is nothing short of stunning, with dramatic mountain backdrops and new cascades appearing around every bend. The path winds through rocky terrain, crossing little streams and offering ever-changing views of the wild Scottish Highlands. Brave enough to swim? The water is freezing, truly glacial even in summer, but the thrill is unforgettable. Take the plunge and you'll feel instantly awake, your heart pounding as you float in water so clear you can see your toes. After your swim, wrap up in a towel and sip a hot drink while you watch the mist drift over the hills. It's a moment of pure exhilaration and peace, surrounded by the raw beauty of nature. Even if you're not up for a full swim, dipping your feet in the icy water is a must. The pools are famous for their photo opportunities. Don't miss the iconic underwater archway, a natural wonder that's perfect for adventurous snapshots. Keep walking up the path and you'll discover more secluded, beautiful spots, each one more enchanting than the last. Some pools are hidden away surrounded by rocks and lush greenery, offering a private escape from the world. This is a paradise for hikers, photographers, and anyone who loves wild, untamed places. Every angle offers a new perspective, from sweeping vistas to intimate close-ups of water and stone. The fairy pools are a powerful reminder of how beautiful and awe-inspiring nature can be. The force of the water, the clarity of the pools, and the sheer scale of the landscape leave a lasting impression. For the best experience, go early in the morning or late in the evening. The light is magical, casting golden hues over the water, and you'll have the pools almost to yourself, just you, the mountains, and the sound of rushing water. The fairy pools are a true highlight of Scotland. Jaw-droppingly spectacular, unforgettable, and absolutely worth the journey. If you're searching for a place where adventure meets tranquility, this is it. Time for a dose of culture and coffee in Hebden Bridge, West Yorkshire's Bohemian heart. Once a mill town, now a haven for artists, writers, and creatives, it's fiercely independent and welcoming. The streets are lined with indie bookshops, vintage stores, artisan bakeries, and handmade crafts. The cafe culture is unbeatable. Grab a flat white, people watch, and soak up the vibe. Walk the Rochdale Canal past colorful narrowboats, or climb to Heptonstall for epic views and cobbled streets. Hebden Bridge is for indie lovers, creatives, and anyone who values community and authenticity. It's a brilliant base for exploring Yorkshire, but you'll want to linger for the town's unique charm. Friendly, funky, and full of life, Hebden Bridge is a proper gem. For our final gem, we're going off-grid to Lundy Island, Devon, a wild 3-mile granite outcrop in the Bristol Channel. Getting there is an adventure, a 2-hour ferry ride, then you step into a world with no roads, barely any buildings, and nature everywhere. Lundy is a paradise for wildlife lovers. Puffins nest here from April to July, and you'll spot seals, wild sheep, and even unique plants. Hike dramatic cliffs, explore secluded coves, and enjoy breathtaking views in every direction. The island's tiny community gathers at the Morisco Tavern. No TV, no Wi-Fi, just stories and good company. Stay overnight in a lighthouse or castle for a true escape. Lundy forces you to switch off and reconnect with the wild. It's the perfect finale to our UK Hidden Gems tour. There you have it, 7 unforgettable places that reveal a UK you never knew existed. From Portmeirion's fantasy to Lundy's wild beauty, adventure is closer than you think. Look beyond the obvious. These are the trips you'll remember. Next time you plan a trip, dare to take the road less traveled. The UK is full of hidden gems. The adventure is in the finding. Hit subscribe, share your favorite secret spot in the comments, and start planning your next adventure. Cheers, and see you on the next journey.